This is Paul. Yeah, this is a picture of me on Guam. Now, I looked a lot different. Yeah. This is Zachary. Bishop, Deacon, Maximilian, Benjamin. Pooh. Now, we were at the Tamuning Plaza then. Yes. And approximately 6 months later, yeah, my wife had me arrested on July 2nd. Fooch. And these three little boys, yeah, Zachary, Bishop, and Deacon were all sleeping in the same queen-sized bed. Yes, at the Guam Airport Hotel at the time of the accusation of domestic violence, child abuse, and assault. Now, I know that you're going to want to really question this idea, but the spouse, yeah, it's an arbitrary, unreasonable, and it's another word, arbitrary, unreasonable. Yes, I could find it here in just a second. Arbitrary, unreasonable, capricious abuse of the marital relationship. Yes, to accuse another spouse of mental illness without some sort of civil commitment process. Yeah, that would prove whether or not they are crazy. Now, of course, my wife could have some psychosis. Yeah, some sort of fear. Hmm. But those three little boys and asking them, well, did your dad abuse you in any way? Well, he slapped us. Yeah, with two fingers. Poop. Now, excellence in prevention. Description of the prevention program strategy with the greatest evidence of success. Yeah. Children in between. Yeah. Similar to the children in the middle. Yeah. Attendance of myself. Yeah. Each and every state has what known as the required parenting classes before issuing a dissolution of marriage. Yeah. And I wanted to reiterate that having paid for that class, yes, without getting notice of any of the court hearings, yeah, really invalidates the requirement of having to take a class unless you obligate the petitioner to serve the respondent. Now, I took the class on the 24th of May. Yes. Children in Between, formerly known as the Children in the Middle, is an educational intervention for divorcing families and aims to reduce the parental conflict, loyalty pressures, and communication problems that can place significant stress on children. Yes. CIB it consists of one or to two 90 to 120-minute classroom sessions. Yes, I think I went for a couple hours at Healthy Families of Clallam County on May 23rd of 2012. Yeah. Sessions can be tailored to meet specific needs. Yeah, would have been something to really talk about this whole mental illness during that time. Now, the intervention teaches specific parenting skills, particularly good communication skills, to reduce the familial conflict experienced by children. Each parent attending classes typically receives two booklets. What about the children and children in between? That gives advice for reducing the stress of divorce separation on children and promote practice of the skills taught in the course. Now, there was no reason for me to take the course right now. When you refuse to obligate proof of service before having court hearings in the dissolution of marriage, it was a complete waste of money for me to do it. In fact, I shouldn't even spent my time doing it. Now, if I looked at each and every requirement of every divorce in the state of Washington, yeah, that has children, yeah, I'd say that's $100 billion. Poop. I'm not trying to be mean. Yes, but this thought of going to this CIB, yeah, formerly known as Children in the Middle, ooch, ooch, ooch. Mental health promotion, descriptive information, parental conflict, awareness of effects of divorce on the children, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then the effective prevention program, mm-hmm. Rate of relitigation, yeah. Communication skills, child reported stress, outcome categories, family relationships, mental health, social functioning. Yes. The ages at that time, well, childhood 6 to 12. That would have been Maximilian, Deacon, Bishop, and Zachary. Benjamin would have been 0 to 5, and Jessica would have been an adolescent, 13 to 17. Oh, oh, oh. Now, just so you understand why it's $100 billion. All right. doing the class with the intention of going through a dissolution of marriage. Yeah. Well, you said that my wife said that I was crazy. Arbitrary, phew, unreasonable, and capricious. Yes. For any subject matter dissolution of marriage to require mental health evaluation of the actual respondent. I know it sounds mean. Yes. But what she wanted was a civil commitment. And to do that, yes, she would have had to go through some other type of mental health organization or agency. For those that are actual victims of domestic violence, I know you think that I mean when I say, well, unless there's like some sort of physical injury to your individual person. Obviously, I didn't injure my wife or kids. I grabbed her hand. Yes, I didn't grab her arm. I'm going to want you put in prison. Do you understand? Now, my wife took the class in June of 2012, and you, the court, did not enforce the requirements of the class, its content. Yes, she did take the class, I did take the class, but the content of the class was not enforced. Yeah. And, well, it wasn't. There was parental conflict, a description of measures. Outcome was measured by asking what they would do in response to the situation could cause conflict. Yeah. Key findings. Study designs. Yeah. There. Well, why don't you get me all the children in the middle of every dissolution of marriage of the state of Washington? Yeah. And then each and every state of the United States. I know! Because I will tell you, as an obligation to be able to have a dissolution of marriage because you have children, the court cannot allow for either of the two litigants, yes, to be unreasonable, arbitrary, or capricious, yes, in their abuse of the marital relationship. Right now!